burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And his throw here's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Justin Houston able to drop him for a loss of 4.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze now. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Breeze now on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Credit the tackle to Tano Passigno.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They go play action here on first down. Incomplete. Thomas the intended target. And now it's second down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety?
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Justin Houston in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 11. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. Room past the 20. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Oh, you Kareem Hunt. We know you've got the power. We know you've got the speed. Now how about that? Show us a little bit of that wiggle in there. How about that one, partner?
Can you imagine trying to tackle that? Yeah, I'll stay up here with you. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, let's take a step away from this game for a second. Talk about teams that are undefeated through 2 weeks in the NFL season. Miami, Denver, Cincinnati, Tampa Bay. How about those surprises all being 2-0 right now?
Yeah, the Jaguars, the Chiefs, and the Rams are all 2-0. Not a major surprise. You're exactly right, because they have one common characteristic, those teams you mentioned, Miami, Denver, Cincinnati, and Tampa. None of them made the playoffs last year. And what's the one thing we do know about the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before will not make them 2 years in a row. So these teams could be some of the early replacements in the playoff race for 2018.
And one more stat, 62% of teams that start 2-0 make the playoffs. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. They'll toss it to Hunt. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On second down, here's Mahomes. He gets it complete to Harris. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They have a first and 10 at the 18. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. It's a safety, Ron Parker, there to make the tackle.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Back near his goal line. Here's Breeze. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's got daylight. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith, 96 yards. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. As his Chiefs offense comes back onto the field, let's dive a little deeper into their start so far and what we've seen from Patrick Mahomes. You know, one interesting nugget on that win at Pittsburgh, that was something that KC had not done since 1986.
That's pretty impressive. Both of them being in the AFC, they would encounter each other at times on schedule, right? They also encounter each other potentially in the playoffs. Number of opportunities gone for KC. Finally got it done with Patrick Mahomes. So the question has to be asked, though. They had Alex Smith, who was a terrific quarterback, was going to Pro Bowls. How did Kansas City know he would be this good? Did they know, or did they suspect, and they went with their instinct?
So I'm assuming you, like everybody else, think that KC may be a little bit better than we thought preseason?
I think there's no doubt about it. I think Patrick Mahomes allows them to expand their playbook and put the real big play back into effect with his arm to throw it downfield to Tyreek Hill.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Here's Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. It's taken to the 26. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A final shot before half for Breeze. Flushed out right. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Again, it's Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 45 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now Mahomes into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. In his own end zone, it's Breeze. Going up top. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
21.
On first down, Breeze looking long for Thomas. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On second down, Kamara. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Waiting. Check nickel. Tighten up.
To throw is Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very solid gain of 27. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes now to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Mahomes again. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now they'll throw with Breeze. On target over the middle to Hill. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas from 13 yards out. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that makes the score 14-7. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Back to throw. And he'll run it over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll look to throw. Caught here by Conley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
Black 58, rail. Black 58, rail.
He's back to throw. Incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. This is caught. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 23 yards on the play. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed.
And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed, and now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth, now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And he got it. He splits the uprights from 50 yards out. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.